The Jedi News Interview. Mark Newbold interviews Anthony Daniels. There's one famous scene. I interviewed Irving Kershner a couple of years ago, very luckily, and fantastic fella. And I asked him about the carbon freezing scene in Empire Strikes Back when they put Han Solo in the carbonite block.
Yeah.
Were you on set for that day?
Yes, it was a disgusting set because it was so steamy
Yeah.
that there was a very big smell of rust in the air, wet rust, and it was actually not very pleasant.
No.
But I was on Chewbacca's back.
Yes.
So yes, there were shots there, I think. And I didn't like that set. It was ugly, orange, smelly.
Was it as difficult to film on that set as the making of the novel that came out? That it seemed to be a hot set, a difficult day.
Because, it is steam. Steam is at a certain temperature. Dark, claustrophobic, orange, ugly.
Yeah. Not much fun.
The Jabba's palace always was, the big thing there was smoke. Oh, Jesus, there are some scenes. You can just see my right side, but the rest of me is behind a pillar with a wet towel. What do they call atmosphere, which is fog or incense or whatever, but day after day after day.
So that was a hard set to work on. What was if ever, what was the easiest set to work on?
Nowhere. Anywhere with, in the Millennium Falcon cockpit, it was too crowded. That was claustrophobic.
Yeah.
I suppose anything with a smooth floor was great for me.
I was going to say, it must be, as you said, really difficult to get your walking, your pace going, your rhythm going in that suit.
Oh no, I can do it, but I do rely on the floor being regular, and if there's a step I need to know it hasn't been moved to rehearse, I need to know people are in the position they were in at rehearsal, all that kind of thing. But you get used to planning it out and rehearsing it by myself. I would walk through because part of my job is to be this unit,
yes.
And I'm not going to keep everyone waiting lots. So I fill in the time by working out how to do it, and then I do it.
So everyone's got to hit their marks?
Yes, please. It's easier for some than others, because with me, on the last film, rather sweetly, they gave me marks that were, different kinds of marks, sometimes a bit of tape on the floor, sometimes a bean bag.
Yeah.
And mine would often be bean bags that I could nestle up to with my toes. But on the last one, they gave me just T-shaped, fairly flat things, but in bright gold, because they thought I should have gold marks. So that's a nice souvenir.
Oh, that's quite nice.
And you pick them up, and I can feel a little through the feet. So I can, but also I would count steps. I would work it until I had a body memory of how to do it.
Yeah.
How far to go and stop, whatever. And occasionally you get it slightly wrong, but just do it.
I was going to say, I can imagine it's a bit like being Donald Pleasance in The Great Escape, sort of plotting your route across a room.
Oh, the clever thing there, yes. But as a performance, of course, acting blind is difficult.
Yeah.
Keeping your eyes unfocused. But literally plotting the moves, and often plotting where Artu was, because I often couldn't see him.
Sure.
I could. If I had bent downwards, I would have looked a bit old and tired.
Yeah.
So everything had to be as rehearsed. Ewoks were a bit of a problem in that way. They didn't have a natural sense of discipline themselves. So
Yeah.
we couldn't cope to it.
Inherently naughty.
Yeah.
Well, now that you're doing the Clone Wars, obviously, 3PO's adventures can continue throughout that time period, and possibly onto other shows. Are you pleased about that? Are you happy to be his voice again and telling his adventures?
100%. I'm very pleased, and pleased they look so good. The artwork on those cartoons are terrific.
Oh yeah.
The scripts are going to get even better, or better. We've talked a lot about storylines and so on. I'm very, very happy, and I'm glad they're. The film, I think, had a bit too much gunfire action for my taste, but I'm not the target audience really. So hopefully they will become a little more, not cerebral, not intellectual, those are big words, but a little less bang bang.
Sure. I think the TV show seems to have been better received than the film. That people seem thrilled with the TV show.
Yes, and I'm very chuffed to be a part of that. I think also the performances are, not that I comment on anybody else's performance, but I really enjoy listening to the other actors, you know.
Yeah.
And because it's a CG world, you accept, you know, there's no mismatch between something that's CG and something that isn't. So that works well for me.
Yeah.
And yes, I have fun doing it, and I don't have to dress up.
And you're happy to see where 3PO's life goes. I mean, you wrote a comic about 10, 12 years ago for Dark Horse, Protocol Offensive. I mean, that must have been interesting to...
Talk about hard work, that was.
Really?
Oh, yes. You know, I'm sure people don't know how comics are made, but they start off the side of telephone directories and then get squished down. There's descriptions of everything, whatever. And I wrote it with Ryder Wyndham,
Yeah.
terrific guy, originally from Dark Horse. It was a tremendous learning experience, but can't be bothered. And of course, you know, I write all the stuff on my website, the Wonder column and things like that,
Yes.
which, you know, true stories and fun things to remember. I tend not to write about the darker side of it all.
No.
I don't want to, you know.
3PO's always seemed to be a good fit for you because you're clearly a storyteller. Up on stage
Oh
at
yeah,
conventions.
I hadn't thought about that. And of course everybody says, you know, he said he wasn't much good at telling stories.
Oh, he was.
Just making them interesting anyway. Would I know in those days, you know, what it would lead to. And of course, because of that, I've fronted up so many Lucasfilm events around the world,
Yes.
and these wonderful exhibitions that they make, especially the Science and Imagination exhibition. And that has taken me, you know, Japan, Australia, America, Europe, because I can actually talk. And I think what worried me in the beginning was that I was meeting people who thought, well, you play a robot, you must be really kind of stupid, or,
Yeah.
you know, are you an actor? Does the suit do it? You know, did you walk like that because of the suit? Oh, you're acting, okay. Just like the Kate Winslet thing, you know.
Yeah.
How can she, you know, she's a Nazi all of a sudden? No, she isn't. She's an actress playing a Nazi. Well, I was an actor playing a robot. But I love the intellectual spread that 3PO has allowed me to present to the
Sure.
world, particularly in talks, educational things. I am part of the adjunct faculty at Carnegie Mellon University. I go 2 or 3 times a year to teach
Yeah.
the entertainment technology students. Going over there. I did so much travelling last year that I kind of got a bit fed up with it, but
Yeah.
I vowed not to do it. Not to do it. Next week I go to Egypt,
Oh, right.
and 2 weeks later when I come back I go to Los Angeles, and so we go. And I just realised there's no point in worrying about it.
Just roll with it.
Roll with it, and also take it really easy.
Yeah.
If your suitcase doesn't arrive, it's not a big deal.
No.
Because it never arrives. You
No.
know. British Airways.
Yeah.
So
They call them terminals for a reason, I think.
what?
Airports, they call them terminals for a reason.
God, I wish I'd said that. I will.
You can have that one.
Yes, that sinking feeling at Terminal 5.
Yeah.
And then the letter saying, we're sorry we didn't come up to our normal standards. Yours sincerely, British Airways.
Thing is, they did.
You're quite good, aren't you?
I have my moments.
I'll steal that one as well. I do like to fly Virgin because they're just terrific.
Yeah.
And they've never lost my bags anyway.
No.
But I now learn to pack anyway. And also just to relax, and if you miss the plane, it's not the end of the world.
That's it.
But it does mean you slightly have to elongate trips to make sure you are there when you are required.
Yeah.
Part of the job of an actor is to be there.
Is there anywhere in the world, planet Earth, obviously, that you've not seen that you'd like to see?
Well, I was in Brazil last year.
I remember, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it was wonderful. I'd never meant to go, and it just was terrific. I was opening an exhibition there, and I would like to go back there. We are trying to get to India on a holiday.
All right, yeah.
That would mean like 3 months, and it's difficult.
Yeah.
Every year we say, next year we'll do it.
Yeah.
And then things just keep coming up.
Yeah.
But you know, there's going to be a point where even I say, you know what, I think I'm just going to stop now.
Yeah.
And that's when you really can be free. Because things have a habit of coming up at fairly last minute
Yeah.
with me, and so suddenly you do have to change your plan.
Yeah. So India, that I think that's the kind of country you really would need to take a good chunk
Yeah.
of time to really explore.
But the nice thing is I've been able to explore so many countries courtesy of Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
That's really good. And, you know, my connection with the States and so on, I really enjoy being at Carnegie Mellon, because that's highly stimulating.
I was going to say it's clearly quite close to your heart. It's
Oh yeah, because, you know, their students are usually from 25 upwards,
Yeah.
maybe upwards, you know, so some of the mature students, but they're so clever in the computer arts and entertainment arts, you know, and they're there to hone their skills. And after so many years in the entertainment industry, in various forms, not just acting, but, you know, producing and creating, I do have stuff to offer. I mean, I had to be persuaded that this was the case. I kept saying, no, I'm just an actor.
Yeah.
And Don Marinelli, the dean, said, no, come and teach. You'll be good. And so I trusted him, and I look forward to it every time.
So you've really taken to that.
I have, rather, yes. It has the word professor on my door, which just makes me laugh every time I say it, because I'm not a professor. But as a courtesy, they call me professor.
Oh, take it if they give it.
Yes. I'm not. I would never be. I failed the 11th class. You know, I didn't go to university. I didn't do any of these things. So I'm definitely a late developer.
Oh well, it's not a race.
You're very wise, aren't you? That's really good. But you know, when you think that, you know, all those years ago, I didn't want to be in the first film, and now, you know, not only was I the only person to be in all 6, but now I'm the only person to be in all 7.
Of course, yeah.
Strange cartoon thing, but I don't collect anything actually, but I don't collect numbers like that, what do you call statistics, but it is weird. And of course, having the first line of the first movie in 76, and the last line of the last movie in whatever year that was, again is a little strange, isn't
it's a nice little bookend, isn't it?
A little bookend. And George, and I didn't realise, of course, because you know, they fiddle around in post-production a lot.
Yeah.
And it suddenly hit me, you know, finally when the film was put together. Wow, how odd.
Yeah.
And rather nice. Treepier would be very pleased, I think. I often see things that I think, oh, he wouldn't want to know that. Or, no, he'd be quite chuffed, wouldn't he?
Well, that's fantastic. I'm so pleased to have spoken to you.
Well, I really like the research you've done. You just know about this stuff.
Oh, thank you very much.
And occasionally you talk to somebody and it's actually a pleasure. So there we go.
Oh, thank you very much.
Good luck with it all, and well, maybe we'll... If we ever meet...
Yes.
You do have to tell me.
I will. We have met before, actually. We met at Memorabilia Fair last March.
But you see, you put that in a note, and I thought...
You met dozens of people.
Exactly, but I have a very bad recognition. Pardon me, I can't spell either, so it's like, you know, bits of my brain just not there. But do remind me and say...
I certainly will.
We had a nice talk, because we have.
Okay. Thank you very much. All the best, and have a good day.
Thank you, and you.
I'll speak to you soon.
Bye.
Thanks, Anthony. Bye.